And of course, you know, everyone knows over the years, many men lost at sea from Hull, that far distant fleet that you were involved in, one of the most dangerous jobs, actually, that anybody could do. I mean, Ron, in a sense, we're not going to get the waters of Iceland back, are we?
No.
I mean, that isn't going to happen.
No.
But there is still an ambition, I understand, in this port to have a far distant fleet.
Yes.
And so what is because, you know, Brexit, if you think about it, one of the big debates in Brexit, and I was involved in this debate, was that we've got Norway across the water with a 200-mile exclusive economic zone. They are in charge of all the fish that are caught in those waters, and if a Scottish boat or English boat wants to go there, they've got to pay a licence or, you know, get a quota to do it. It hasn't worked out that way for us, has it?
No. I mean, the most recent contact we've had in that respect is the Kerkella. The Kerkella had a quota for fishing in around the Norwegian coast and off at Bear Island. Unfortunately, with Brexit, we no longer became a European country, so that idea that they could still fish in the waters that as a European country no longer existed. So they lost the right to fish off Norway, and that's why they're in the predicament.
And that's a big boat, and a very important boat. Yeah, and yet, if you think about it, you know, we buy a lot of Norwegian fish.
Yep.
So if the government really cared about this, there's a deal there to be done, isn't there?
Well, you would think so. You would think so. But I mean, you know, as ex-fishermen, we know in the past there's been attempts to do deals over different things, over the fishing limits, the cod wars off Iceland, and we lost every one. We've never won an argument over the fishing.
No, because,
rights,
well, I mean, you know, the French government, I mean, Vic, the French government stand up for their fishermen.
Yeah.
They do.
I mean, they do, you know, I mean...
Right. And the fishermen stand up for themselves as well.
Yeah, don't they ever?
Yes.
They keep blocking the port, don't they?
Yeah.
Disrupting.
We should have done perhaps.
Well, I don't know. Maybe that's right. But, I mean, there's talk now, if we sort out the Northern Ireland mess, of the Brexit deal going and reverting to a no-deal Brexit. That'd be good for fishing, wouldn't it? Because the deal that was negotiated was rubbish.
You would hope so, but I don't know whether the passion is there from the government to resurrect the fishing industry in this area.
Well, let me put a point to you, right? If the government was actually to get us back control of what is rightfully ours, would there be the will in this city of Hull to rebuild a fishing industry?
I think there would be from the citizens of Hull, but then what we're looking at is mega bucks. The Kerkella itself cost well over 50 million to build. So if you're building trawlers at Daddyhook, it's a big investment. Now, where does it come from?
It may be that you would need to look at different types of vessels. I mean, we've always been a distant water fleet, big ships.
Yes.
Whereas Grimsby, they had a home water, a middle water, and a distant.
Yeah, they had, you know, the 10-metre trawlers as well as the big boats.
And we could maybe fish around our
Maybe
own
we could do
coast.
that. Well, all I can tell you guys is it must be very depressing, having been in this industry, to see the way government has let you down. I mean, really over the last 50 years in the most terrible way. But I still think that at some point, I think there are parts of Brexit that are unfinished. I think the British public, well, you saw the reaction you guys got when you came on a moment ago. The British government actually, in its heart, is behind you. They know what's right. So keep the faith, and we'll sort this out in the end, I promise. All right? We'll do our best, I promise. Gentlemen, thank you very much indeed.